Microphone array. Okay. All right. Sorry for that, but that's my fault. I did not have my mic audio on, but you know, good opening by Miami to score 1 goal. See what happens from here. Gus the Cow will look left to Liano. Liano will shoot. Back post and score after ohLuvv dives the opposite way. Good goal there. "12 seconds remain here before the face-off. Liano will not win the face-off this time. Sleepy Temple will play it back to Sellenborn. Sellenborn dashes past Liano. He'll look to the middle. Sparky Penguin will have an opportunity, saved by 7 Josh. 7 Josh will look up to Liano, who has some space, but he's getting clamped up. He'll put it back to the middle, but caught off by Sparky Penguin, who will just dump it up to their goalie. Not even going to give a chance to his own team. Pass up to Liano. It's picked off by him after he receives it. He pickboxed it from Sellenborn. Sellenborn will look inside. Caught off by Jed V. Jed V, obviously one of the better players on this team. He moves better and probably has the most coordination. As I say that, Sparky Penguin will get one past Jed V, as he will not be able to find that ball. Gus the Cow will look inside, but nothing. But they'll still find that rebound. Pass up to Siffin. Shot. DCD will go up 1. As we see a replay of that, you know, just a great pass up to Siffin. He's able to get past 1, and he'll put that one in almost every time in both leagues, it seems. Sleepy Temple will win it back to Sellenborn. Sellenborn will look to the middle. Nobody. 7 Josh will have it. Jed V on the side. Nobody. Siffin will have to try to get back to Sparky Penguin, and he will. He'll find that off Sparky Penguin's throw. Siffin will look back inside, caught by Sleepy Temple. Sleepy Temple will look for Sparky Penguin. He'll find him. Oh my God! Sparky Penguin from deep. He'll find his way into the net after that little bit of miscommunication. I don't even think 7 Josh thought that had a chance. Odd play. Josh saying he was AFK. Obviously was not. Another pass up to Sparky Penguin. He'll look left. He'll find Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy will look back inside. Caught off by Liano, who will find Siffin. Siffin will look up to Gus the Cow. He'll find it, but he'll get pickpocketed by Sellenborn, who will give it to Sparky Penguin for the final play of the game. Sparky Penguin, P1, no opportunity there. You know, there's only really me, myself, and I right now, so I'll come over here. You know, great little period there for Miami as they'll heat up, but, you know, both teams having some really big communication issues. You know, 7 Josh obviously wasn't able to even save that absolute, like, just brownie of a shot that went right next to him after he was, you know, just strafing. Miami will look to, you know, heat up, put some goals on this team like they should, and I expect a better game from Miami overall, you know, as DCD literally forfeited their last game in the third period. Back to the game. Liano will win the faceoff. He'll look up to Gus the Cow, caught off by Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy will find Jed V. Jed V will look up to his teammate Siffin, but Excellenborn will be there. Sparky Penguin will now bring it up. He'll look for Sleepy Temple, but caught off by Jed V. Liano with some space. Liano P1s it straight to ohLuvv's face, and Sleepy Temple will have it. He'll look for Sparky Penguin. He will. Sparky Penguin shot. Save. 7 Josh. Siffin. Siffin with a lot of space here. He'll bring it into the zone. He'll look for Liano. Liano will look back post. Pickpocketed by this Miami defense. Siffin will have another opportunity. He'll shoot. Save ohLuvv. He'll look up to Sellenborn. Sellenborn with some space here. He'll take it himself. Save. 7 Josh. 7 Josh. Looks up to Gus the Cow. Gus the Cow to Liano, but pickpocketed by Sellenborn. Sparky with some space. He'll decide to give it off to Sleepy Temple, but nobody's there. Liano almost to back court. Jed V with it now. Back to Liano. Back to the middle, but Sellenborn is there. Siffin looks for Liano back inside, but nobody. As Jed V will be a man on a mission guarding everybody, but Siffin will be able to get back, and Jed V will make the play. Liano with the ball. Him on Sparky Penguin. We'll see what happens. He'll give it off to Gus the Cow. Gus the Cow will shoot, and P1 will make its way past ohLuvv. And, you know, that's a crazy shot. As, you know, ohLuvv, not even the other day, he got an 800. And he'll let that one in. Sellenborn. He'll look up. Sparky Penguin in front of the net. Locked up by Siffin. Siffin will dump it back. But Sparky Penguin will find it once more. He'll find Sleepy Temple. We'll put that one in. Wow. Both teams just having a ton of miscommunication. As 7 Josh will come out of his net. The ball will be caught off by Sparky Penguin, and Sleepy will find the bottom as 7 Josh tries to rush back. Liano will find Goldie Boy, but it's not his teammate. Bad pass. He'll find Jed V, picked off by Sleepy Temple. Sleepy Temple will look right into Sellenborn, and Sellenborn will whiff on that one. Sellenborn up to 7 Josh up to Liano. Gus the Cow will make a diving play, but he won't receive that. And ohLuvv will dump it. Jed V up to Siffin. Siffin and Gus the Cow, of course, teammates on Dallas in the JBLL. Dallas Toros, obviously, you know, maybe a top 4 team. So a lot of chem there. Shot by Siffin, and that will make its way in. Siffin, second of the game. DCD will be up 1 going in. This JBLL line, just all the chem in the world, apparently. Liano, he'll dash in. He'll look up off the rebar, but Gus the Cow will not be able to put that one back in. Sleepy Temple dashing, looking for a pass option. He'll find just Gus the Cow, who will get his stick on that ball. Back to Liano. Liano will look middle, but it's caught by Sleepy Temple, who Siffin will make a great play, and he'll score. Wow. Siffin will get a hattie there, as I don't even know how he made that catch. A little bit of lag. We'll see that one again. Crazy play by Siffin. Sleepy Temple will win it back. A little bit of miscommunication. As Sellenborn will lob it up to his teammate, Sleepy Temple, but caught by Jed V. He'll find the ball, but Jed V and Siffin will make an effort to get it back out. Pass to Siffin. Siffin will have some space. He'll shoot. Scores! Siffin. Fourth of the game for Siffin. And man, this guy is just heating up. Jed V will play that ball up. And Liano will find Siffin. And Siffin will have just too much space as both Miami defenders will pinch on him. Nothing there. Liano, he'll find Jed V. Jed V, a little bit of space, little dash to make some more room. He'll find Liano. Liano will take a shot, save, ohLuvv. ohLuvv up to sell. Excuse me. Sleepy Temple, but nothing there for this Miami team, as they'll be down by 3 going into the third quarter. You know, not much good has happened for Miami, as they've only found 1 goal, and most of them have been pretty Mickey, I'd say, as they've come off mistakes and just awful plays. You know, there was the 7 Josh coming out, getting picked off by Sparky Penguin, who puts it in front for Sleepy, and then Sparky Penguin taking one from 3 and absolutely cashing it on 7 Josh. Both of these goalies looking at a decent performance. Obviously, ohLuvv having the lower hand there, as he'll come out at a 538, and 7 Josh will come out at a 769. Liano will not win this face-off. Sleepy Temple will find Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin will look back inside. Caught by Siffin. But Sparky Penguin, oh my gosh! Sparky Penguin almost finds the net once more. Pass out by 7 Josh. Picked off. But Goldie Boy will find it. Goldie Boy looks up to Sleepy. Sleepy takes a shot. Looks low and he'll score. Sleepy Temple. You know, obviously the owner of his team, looking for some wins. This would be his 3rd win of the season after 2 straight wins against the Atlanta Bullets. Yo, what's going on in chat here, y'all? Chill out. 3 minutes left in the third. Sleepy Temple will find Sellenborn. They'll look to tie a shot clock. Sellenborn, never mind. Gus the Cow. He'll look all the way up to Liano, but ohLuvv will dash out and find that ball. He'll give it up to Sellenborn. We'll find Goldie Boy. Nobody really to pass to there, as Shedby will pickpocket that ball. He'll look up to Liano. Liano waits for his players to crash, but he'll take the shot, and ohLuvv will make a save. Sleepy Temple will find Goldie Boy, but it'll go past the likes of Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy will put it back in. Caught by Liano. Liano. Yeah, we're good. Gus the Cow will give it up, but that pass will be picked off. And Goldie Boy will be a little confused, but he'll still find the ball. Sleepy Temple in front of the net, and goal. The deficit is only 1. Yeah, bro, I don't want to do this. No, you can do it, man. That's all you. I guess we can do that. It's fun. Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. Shot clock implemented. Break.
Boy hits it off the post. Playing it up to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy with another opportunity. Shot. Saved by Josh. Incredible save. Oh, well, it's okay. You heard my energy. That's all that matters. Anyways, Jet V on the wing. Playing it back to Josh. Josh throwing it up the field. Even it up. Finds Liano. Liano playing it inside to Siffin. Siffin cannot get his stick on the end of that one to catch it. And ohLuvv's going to be forced to heave it down the field. Finds Goldie Boy. Trying to find Sellenborn, but Liano quickly recovers that one up. Back the other way. He's going to lob that ball down the field, and Siffin's going to be the first one on it. Siffin trying to find Gus in the middle, but Sparky Penguin's going to be there first. Liano, good interception, but better save by ohLuvv. ohLuvv, the other way, plays the Sleepy Temple. Getting clamped up by Gustacao and Jet V. Sparky Penguin wins the ground ball here. Playing it up to Sleepy Temple. Sleepy Temple with a chance. Shot. Saved by Josh. Both these teams going back and forth. Good chances after good chances. But no one can really find that next goal right now. Siffin trying to get up past two. Gets clamped up by Unborn and Sparky Penguin. Unborn playing it out wide to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy. Forcing it middle, but Jet V is going to be there to recover. Jet V forcing a pass down the middle. Sparky Penguin's going to recover it. Shot. It's going to be saved by Josh. Josh really holding his team in this game here. We got a 2v2 back the other way. Gustacao cutting middle. Playing out wide to Siffin. Siffin getting clamped up from behind, but finds Liano. Liano shot. That's going to find the back of the net. TC Dragons find themselves up by 2 after a wild back and forth action between these two teams.
Definitely a rally there, as you know, both teams struggled to even put it close to the net, but you know, all these passes into the net have just been caught by either DC or Miami, and finally Liano will look to get a shot off for his team.
Yeah. And there's going to be an FOV there. ohLuvv complaining about his save percentage in general chat mid-game. Not sure if that's something players usually tend to do.
I mean, he is a 632. I don't know why he's complaining. That's not even bad.
Sellenborn, back up. Lobbing it over to Sleepy, but Jet V is going to be intercepting that one. Has Siffin on the middle. Siffin recovers that one. Shot opportunity, and ohLuvv's going to make a save there. Siffin's still new to the BLL, but doing pretty well for himself in this game. And Tropics, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Sparky Penguin, assisted by Sleepy there, finds himself with the golden opportunity in the middle, and he's going to slot that one in the back of the net. And we have a 1-goal game going into this 4th quarter. Unless if some team finds magic in 4.5 seconds, which I don't even think is possible. Unless the net was wide open, but always worth a shot. Unless if you care about your shooting percentage at Quake TFA. Sleepy playing it back to Unborn, and that's going to do it. Let's head back to the desk with Unjade and myself, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it was just me going into F5 last time.
Oh, well, this is good too. So, after a pretty back and forth quarter, we have a 1-goal game going into this final quarter. Unjade, what do you think Miami have to do to really get themselves back into this game?
I think Miami just needs to put more higher quality shots on. I mean, Josh has gotten a lot that are just straight into his chest, and he's been able to stop them all. So,
yeah,
a little higher quality shots, and Josh will have a less good save percentage.
Yeah, I mean, higher quality chances always lead to more goals, especially in lacrosse. You can't be giving them too often. And both these teams do have the power in the, I guess, in the attack to really pull off a comeback. But will Miami be able to do it? I'm not sure. My prediction is going to be the DC Dragons are going to close this one out, maybe get a goal or two early, and Miami are just going to slowly bleed out. Genvi playing it up. Sparky Penguin finds the ball. Trying to find Cell on board in the middle, but Genvi is going to be there to recover it first. Siffin has some space to work with. Finds Liano. Liano, beautiful play, but gets clamped up by Goldie Boy. But two DC Dragons are going to clamp him up immediately, and they're going to find themselves 2 goals up. Goldie Boy, you have to be clearing those balls out of the middle for, like, even if you just heave it to the opponent's net, it gives your time, or defense time to really recover, but losing it there is very dangerous for both, not only you, but your whole team.
Definitely. You know, a lot of mistakes on both sides, as they'll not be able to, you know, place the ball anywhere close to
and here's
air. Yeah.
And here's Unborn playing it up the middle to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy has a golden opportunity in the middle, and he's just not pulling the trigger on this, like on his right click. He just needs to just shoot it instead of waiting too long. But here's Gusta Cow. Beautiful play from Gusta Cow catching that one, but Sparky Penguin gonna clip him up. Playing the ball up to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy has Sellenborn open in the middle. Plays it behind him for some reason, and Siffin's able to recover that one. Good defense from him. Liano playing it over. Has Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy catching that one. Playing it over. Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin cutting inside, but gets clamped up by 2 DC Dragons. Sparky Penguin finds Sleepy in the middle. Shot! That's going to find the back of the net. That is a golden opportunity, just like Unjade said on the desk. And Miami only down by 1. Could be 8-8 if Goldie Boy knew how to pull the trigger on those shots.
For sure.
Yes, we got a Mason Pog in the chat. Sleepy Temple. Playing it back to Unborn. Unborn playing it to the middle. But Siffin going to be able to intercept that one. Trying to find Liano, but the pass is very weak. Liano still somehow comes with that one first. But here's Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy trying to get past Gusta Cow, but can't do so. Siffin winning the ground ball. Finds Liano. Liano open one in the middle, and he's not going to miss those. Beautiful play by Siffin and Gusta Cow, opening up space for Liano in the middle. That is why Liano is one of the early picks in this draft for this DC Dragons team and in the preseason tournament.
Very early.
I believe that is his, yeah, very, very early in the preseason tournament. Sleepy Temple. Losing the face-off to Liano. Liano opening up space, takes a quick shot, and Ongiburb going to make a routine save there. Ongiburb lobbing it to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy pressed against the wall here, forcing the ball middle. Has Sleepy Temple. Sleepy Temple, good catch. And that is a beautiful play by Sleepy Temple. Poor pass from Goldie Boy, but somehow Sleepy is able to snag that one out of the air. Cuts to the left and finishes it bottom left. Past Josh. We still have a 1-goal game. And I do have to say it, that is an Ongiburb assist.
Yeah, man. Wait, Massman, how much did your save percentage go up after that shutout?
Too much.
Interesting.
I don't really look at my save percentage. Oh.
Where the fuck? How do I set the clock?
If you'd like to know my save percentage, it is a .674 in 4 games.
Gotcha, bro.
How do I change the? Alright, thanks. Alright, and they have switched. Yes. Not slash bolts. Slash bolts.
Oh shoot, we're still on the.
That's the cow. Lose the face-off. Sellenborn. Lobbing it middle. Finds Liano. Liano, good defensive play. Plays it to Siffin, and we got the 3-on-1 going the other way. Stellenborn has a lot to do here. Gustacow cuts inside, plays it in the middle to Siffin, but Sparky Penguin's going to recover that ground ball. Sparky Penguin playing it across the field to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy doesn't really have options here, but forces it to the other side. Good reset on the play there. Sparky Penguin plays it down to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy, shot opportunity. He's going to miss the whole net. Well, he's right in front of it. Goldie Boy really missing these golden opportunities that his team really needs. Down by 1 with 2 minutes to go. And there is a shot clock. Liano has a golden opportunity. Saved by ohLuvv. Comes out of his net. Makes a good save there. Sparky Penguin the other way. Forces it to Goldie Boy, but Jedv is going to cut that pass off. Jedv playing it over to Gustacow. Gustacow has Siffin on the middle. Good play from Siffin. Shot. It's blocked by Sleepy Temple. And he's going to lob that one forth to Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin has 2 options to his left. Doesn't find anyone. Gustacow is going to recover this ground ball. And he's going to lob it down to Liano, but that's going to go a little too far. ohLuvv with the ball here. Working on a time clock. Plays it to Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin plays it over to Stellenborn. Has Sleepy on his left. 3-on-2 here. Stellenborn trying to find a pass, but gets blocked by Jedv. ohLuvv playing it to Sleepy Temple, and Siffin's going to make a defensive play there. Gets clamped up in the middle. It's dangerous for the DC Dragons, and we have a 9-9 game. Sleepy Temple, good defensive play there. Wow. With a minute left to go, it seems like the next goal is going to be the one that's going to be the dagger. Unless it is quite early. All the DC Dragons fans are roaring right now in the crowd. Will their team be able to pull out a win despite missing a few of their starters, including Packers and Shoulder? Stellenborn playing it down to Sleepy. Sleepy cutting inside shot. That's going to find the back of the net. Josh cannot save that one. And Miami find themselves ahead for the first time in what seems like a few minutes now. But in lacrosse, a 1-goal lead is never safe. And with 40 seconds on the clock, DC Dragons are against the wall here. Liano and Sleepy on the faceoff. Liano wins the draw, plays it back to Jedv. And he's going to lob it middle, and Stellenborn's going to take that one, and Jedv has a 2-on-1 going. This could be it for Miami. Stellenborn's going to go all the way himself. Saved by Josh. Incredible save. Well, his team needs it most. Gustacow plays it inside to Liano, and Stellenborn's going to come up with it. Gets clamped up by 2. Good pass, but that's going to go too far to ohLuvv with 15 seconds left here. Can Miami kill it? Jedv wins it in midfield, plays it to Liano. Liano 1v1. Shot. Finds the back of the net. ohLuvv couldn't make the save. With 10 seconds to go, it is a 10-10 game. Wow. Will the team be able to find one more goal before this game ends? I don't know. Very, very dangerous from Miami there, losing the ball in midfield to Jedv. And quick thinking from Jedv and Liano, the veterans of probably this team and kind of in the league in general. Playing this game for a lot longer than their teammates next to them. Jedv playing it up to Liano, but Stellenborn is going to win it. He's going to play it up to Sleepy. Sleepy with a chance, and that's going to be a free save for Josh. And we have a 10-10 overtime game. Let's send it back to the desk with Unjade and Maspin. Wow. That's all I got to say. Wow. I did not expect these teams to really go to overtime, especially with that lead from DC Dragons, but actually no, from Miami, but they really did lose it at the wrong time. Unjade, any quick predictions of who's going to, come out on top in this game? Who looks better?
I think Miami in the past 2 periods has really had the motivation and the my brain is turning off. They're just pushing for it. Whereas DCD looks like they're on the back foot. That Liano goal was great, but how can they keep it on with this pressure of Miami? That's the question.
That is a good question, and it's going to take a lot out of them to come back. But as we get down into this first quarter of overtime, will we have a winner going into overtime 2, which will be a 1-on-1. Sleepy up against Liano. Liano wins the draw, plays it back. Oh, he cuts forward. Has Gustacow on the right, but Stellenborn makes a quick defensive play there. trying to find Sleepy Tempo on the wide. Wait. Sleepy Tempo winning the ground ball. Gets clamped up by 2 Dragons. JV. Playing it out wide to Gusta Cow. Gusta Cow. Plays it in middle to Siffin. Siffin, shot! Finds the back of the net! Beautiful play by Siffin and Gusta Cow there, the 2 youngsters. Combining for this DC Dragons team. Coming up. I mean, clutching up when it matters most. DC Dragons up by 1. Seems like everything Unjay just said on the desk is kind of wrong. Nothing against him, but the Dragons kind of look like they were kind of motivated coming into this period here. Leono loses the draw. Unborn bringing the ball up. Taking his space, and Goldie Boy has a chance on the doorstep, and he's going to put that one in the back of the net. We have an 11-11 game. Sorry, I got pinged by G-Bot. I had to tell him to not do that. Hate that guy. Anyways, what I don't hate is this game. This game has everything. Close scoring games, lots of goals. Everything you could want is in this game. Leono. There's the draw to Sleepy Temple. Unborn. Cutting wide, trying to get past Leono, but can't do so. Lobs the ball in the middle, pretty slow. Genevieve has some space to work with here. Not a lot of time, though. Unborn winning that ground ball, but gets clamped up by 2 Dragons. Siffin takes a wide shot, and that's going to go wide. ohLuvv's going to recover this ground ball. Lobbing it up to Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin playing it in the middle. And Sleepy Temple in the shot, and that's going to find the back of the net. Miami find themselves back up. They go down early in the quarter. And here they are, finding themselves 1 goal up. Good way to bounce back in about a minute game. Leono against Sleepy. Leono wins the draw, playing it back to JV. DC Dragons with a much-needed possession here. As Siffin losing that pass. Sparky Penguin recovering the ground ball, plays it up to Sleepy. Sleepy trying to find teammates, finds Goldie Boy. Good pass there. Unborn open one-on-one, but he doesn't pull the trigger fast enough. And Gen V doesn't pull it enough, and Sleepy Temple gonna miss the whole net. Well, it's most important. Siffin going the other way. Unborn. Playing into the middle to Sleepy Temple, but Gen V is going to recover that ground ball. Gen V has some time to work with here. Plays it wide. Sellenborn's going to recover that pass, though. Sparky Penguin and Sleepy Temple have a 2-on-1 here. But that's a good back check there from Siffin. Gen V finds Leono. Leono cuts in the middle. Has a 1-on-1. Saved by ohLuvv. That is a crucial save. Will Miami find a 2-goal lead off of it? They have the chance here. Shot, and that's going to find the back of the net. Miami are up by 2 with 1:50 to go. Wow. Sleepy wins the draw, plays it back to Sellenborn. DC Dragons have to push for pressure here. They need possession, and now. Genevieve wins it for Leono. Leono has Genevieve on his right. Good play from Leono there. Plays it out wide to Gusta Cow. Gusta Cow trying to find a pass in the middle, but can't do so. Goldie Boy, good defensive play there. Genevieve wins the ball back. Lobs it down the field to Leono, and Sellenborn comes up on top with it. Sellenborn playing it to Sparky Penguin. Sparky Penguin, good defensive back check, and he's going to shoot it, take a possession shot. DC Dragons have a lot to do here. And Josh is going to play it to Genevieve, but he's going to somehow miss that pass. DC Dragons can't string a pass together here. But here's Siffin in the middle. He's going to get clamped up by 3 Miami Tropics. Genevieve trying to find an outlet. Can't find one. Finds Gusta Cow somehow. Gusta Cow playing it to the middle. And that's going to be a 50-50 in the middle. Leono with a shot. Finds the back of the net. 13-12. DC Dragons find themselves again down by 1 with a minute to go. Can they recover this game?
Miami was acting like they thought they were a bit safe with that 2-goal lead, just kept dumping it.
Yeah, they didn't really do. Neither of these teams could really keep possession that well. Something I've noticed. Keep stringing passes and just keeping possession is something very hard. These two teams that can't do. Sleepy Temple wins the face off. Sorry, almost said loses. Sullenborn cuts wide, trying to find a pass. Throws it middle. Siffin, good recovery. Has Jed V. Jed V and Liano have a 2-on-1 here. Jed V plays it to Liano. Liano, 1-on-1. Shot. Misses the whole net. Oh my goodness. Liano plays it back to the middle and ohLuvv recovers it. 30 seconds to go for the Dragons. Sleepy Temple. Jed V plays to Goldie Boy. Goldie Boy with the dagger. Tries to find the pass, but lobs it back. Josh is going to come out of his net and win that one. Siffin going the other way. Has Gus the Cow. Gus the Cow. Shot, and it's going to be saved by ohLuvv. ohLuvv going to do everything he can to kill the time here. And Jed V needs to win this ground ball. Does so. Can't find the pass, though. And Sullenborn with a chance to win it all. And Josh makes another brilliant save, but I think that's going to do it. Miami win by 1. And we get the worst win anthem of all time, but congratulations to the Miami Tropics on the win. DC Dragons missing their starters put up a really good fight against this Miami team. But that's going to do it for week 2 of the Blockey Lacrosse League. Thank you guys all for tuning in all week long. If you'd like to join, the IP is down in the description below. But Jed V wants to have some words on the desk real quick. Let's see what he has to say.
That's what it was, really close game.
Yeah, really close game. The lights were too bright.
I like how they played.
Yeah, dude, Sippin and Just the Cow played above their pay grade today, for sure.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
look
but
bad now, but I feel like we can do well better.
You guys are gonna lock in. Don't worry, I believe in you guys.
We're locked in now. That's what I want to say. I say. Just
hopefully there were better vibes too.
Dragons. Oh, 100%.
Good. That's all that matters. Anyways, thank you guys all for tuning in, and have a good night, Blockey Lacrosse.